Well, hey there, Polius here. Welcome back. It's good to be back, and I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. Life's been kind of hectic for me. Started going to culinary school, and I'm still working the food industry, so time is kind of at a premium. But I do want to continue this. I don't want this project, or Let's Playing in general, to be something that I started but unable to finish. Especially because more than halfway done with this game. I should be able to finish it off. That said, I'm going to have to stick to doing like a couple of videos a week, not like a video a day like I was doing. It's not going to work for me. I'm going to burn out. My content's not going to be as good, and I prefer quality over quantity. So let's get right into it with what's probably my least favorite level in this game. Scenario 13, the City of the Stone Statues. Returning from Dulcis to Balsha, Garrett and his army discover a ruined city. They found no signs of life and found only scattered stone statues. The reason why I don't like this level are, see where it says in the lose condition? It's turned into, well, first of all, let's ignore the terrible grammar of that. Just all of those yellow lizard things, they look like some kind of dinosaur, can turn things into stone. It's a spell they have. It's really annoying, because that is an instant loss of a character. Now you also notice the other really annoying thing here is friend. We have Lance as a friend. Well, problem with that. He can join our army, so we can only have one less person. This is just not a great level. So I have to pick somebody to get rid of. And a lot of guides will tell you that you want to get rid of Sabra, for at least this mission, because her magic isn't that good. However, Sabra has a blistering attack value. The 34 is pretty darn good. And she can summon Griffins, which are expensive, but they do a bunch of damage. And the trick to beating the basilisks is either to use magic, which I don't have a whole lot of because of the class choices I've made, or to just deal a bunch of damage to the center basilisks, because they won't cast their unholy, stupid cheating spell if they are below 7 health, or below 8 health. 7 health and below, they'll automatically heal themselves. It's a quirk of the programming you can exploit to be able to actually beat these guys. So that's what we're going to do. We're going straight for the jugular. This will be a great chance to level up Calais and give Sabra some levels, because right now, I mean, she's class 3, but she's only level 1. So it's not like getting her levels will be a huge loss. Garrett is level 3, so I don't want him to be doing too much. In fact, I think we're going to see how this works. So, the other nice thing is, if you notice, there were some slimes, which means that these guys are actually useful. I really don't need them for this, but it'll be nice to have Mina being able to attack things. So I'm going to go ahead and get the guardsmen. They do tons of damage to slimes because, they're wielding torches, as all soldiers should wield in the heat of battle. Get it? Heat? I should go back to my hiatus, shouldn't I? Alright, as for Garrett, I'm tempted to give him a bunch of horsemen, because again, I just, a straight shot for the jugular. And I'm certainly going to be giving Tiburon horsemen. The reason I'm keeping Tiburon is because he also has that 31 attack value. So, and also his people have, also. I'm out of practice here, aren't I? His people also have a +4 to attack, so they're going to be doing more damage, they're going to be more effective. These guys, do I want to give them units? I kind of don't. I say that because this is a tough call. Problem with giving these guys soldiers is I'm going to be putting them up against these ant things, which they can take out on their own. It might be nice to have the soldiers. I've got the money! I've got tons of money. And we're reaching the point in the game where these these soldier units are fairly useless anyway. They're basically meat shields. Calais is getting horsemen. Alright, there we go. For Baird and for Thorn. I still love that guy's mustache. This is a tough call. Sabra, while I'm thinking about it, Sabra's getting Griffins. Yeah, they're not great. They're going to die. But, again, I need them to be able to do a bunch of damage to stuff. I don't care if I lose them. Yeah. To quote Edward III from Braveheart, or no, Edward I, wow. We have spares. Or we have reserves. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, for spells. As always, we want, or items, I mean. As always, we want to give Calais the wand. Or do we? Or do we? Yeah, let's give Calais the wand. We're gonna give... If I give Sabra the Evil Axe, she'll be able to tear through a whole bunch of things. Evil Axe is like... let me check. It's like +1 damage, or it's like +10 damage or something. It's a high attack increase. Yeah, it's +8 attack, -10 defense. So, someone who gets this will be super squish, but also super murdery. Give us a Tiburon, Mr. Tibbs. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah. The, Warsong, I could give to Mina. What's Warsong give? It's like 4 attack, 4 defense. I could give that to Mina. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but I feel like with her guardsman, she's going to do fine. I think instead, Thorn and Barrett are going to get Warsong and the Greatsword, which, let's be honest, is a pretty great sword. Sabra's going to get the shield, or no, shoot, how do I go back? Oh, right, it's like B, yeah. It's been a while, folks. Sabra's going to get the cross. That's the higher defense, right? Check my notes. I was smart enough to load up some cheat sheets here about what each thing does now. Garrett will get the cross, you know. The power of the cross is on his side. Sabra will get the shield just because she's going to be, you know, she's going to lose those griffins really quickly. As for these guys, let me go ahead and give them soldiers. I've got the money. And what's the worst that could happen? Alright, soldiers. It'll be nice to have some extra people around. Alright, so I've got that. Do I want additional meat shields? Do we want additional meat shields, guys? I think we'll go with archers for the same reason I used to have archers back in back in Scenario 2 when I was leveling Garrett up. So, yeah, some archers. I spent a whole bunch of money for this mission, but again, this mission is, that's a weird graphical glitch. Is that showing up? Yeah, it is. Old style graphics. But this mission is hard because you have to be able to deal a whole bunch of damage to the enemy, and I still want to annihilate all the enemies because of the experience mechanic. I could cheat and go back to old levels, but I'm trying to do this without cheating. Though granted, if I was playing this when I was younger, I would totally have done to go back to the old levels and just blaze through this level. Because this level is a pain. Alright. You know what, Garrett, you really don't need the, do I not have any more items? I don't. Alright, Garrett, you really don't need this thing. Item. So, why don't we give the cross to the priestess? There we go. I mean, Garrett's pretty, yeah, 28 defense, 31 attack, 12 magic. He's good to go. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick picture of all of this setup, just in case I have to go back and do this again. I don't have to think through it all. Oh, that wasn't it. There we go. Yes, I just took a quick screenshot of it. That way I don't have to, if I lose this mission, is I want to keep with the recording an entire successful video. Yes, I've done a couple of videos that have taken me multiple tries. I want to do that just because I don't want to, like, post a video and be like, oh, nope, I lost that. Derp-de-der, gotta go back. It's more just, it feels like filler, and if I'm watching it, I don't want to have to see going through the defeats over and over again. It's not me saying, oh guys, look how great I am. No, if I had that kind of ego, I wouldn't have gone on hiatus. Anyway, Mina's gonna go where the slimes are, where the wild things are. Calais is gonna start here. She's gonna sweep down on those basilisks and just go straight through the west, just to clear them out. Okay. Thorn. How do I want to do this? Kind of want to put him here, put Baird here. They're going to sweep. Thorn's going to go to the west, and Baird's going to go south. Baird's going to be helping Tiburon out. Calay's going to be in the center. And I'm not going to have Garrett fighting all that much. He's just going to pull south as well. Hopefully those ants are going to go against, follow where the bulk of our soldiers are, not going to go after Mina. Alright. One thing I do remember I have to do. Oh yeah. I have to read the lines. This city is... ellipses. What happened here? Prince, the enemy is behind us. It's a basilisk. Then these stone statues are actually humans turned to stone. If we stay here too long, we'll be turned to stone ourselves. There must be something that can prevent it. There is nothing that can prevent it. What there is, however, this square right here, if I move a unit into there, Lance and his people will turn not to stone, and they will go down and start helping us fight. The problem is that if you look at Lance, he is a Dragon Knight, just like Sabra, level 9. Max experience. He kills anything, and it's basically the same as killing the enemy commander, losing all of the experience without, actually having, losing irrevocable chance of experience. Irreplaceable. Sorry. So, I don't want that to happen. I think Lance is saved after we, well, there's a lot of statues. Lance is saved anyways, assume that we get to him and help him out. But I'm not gonna break him out. Just there's no call for it. Anyway, so let's get started here. Did I not give him the full horses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I guess I did. Alright, let's start this off right. With a bang! Ah! 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 Well, I didn't do very much. I thought I gave her the wand. I did. I should have increased the damage. Friggle. Okay. My range is... Alright. So let's start off. And I want to kill these guys. Oh, I did it! Ah! My brilliant strategy worked! Okay. So now I can move a horseman down. Like I said, the goal is just to hurt this thing so it's below 8 health. Mission successful. Brave soldiers. You served your purpose. Let's go ahead, though, and take out some of these other guys. Though this isn't going to go nearly as well as the other one did, I mean, it went well enough. Just because of the terrain disadvantage. Anyway. I really don't have any call to fight otherwise. What I can do, though... Oh, no. I'll kill him. Don't you even think about it. Is I can protect these injured horsemen. Now, for Sabra, well, let me think about that. Mina, move north. You just nestle yourself in the trees, because I can then move guardsmen here, attack the water-bound slime. Hit the things in the water with the torches. It'll go really well, I promise. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out just fine. So, oh man, it's so satisfying. I always love in games the slightly weirder strategies, the slightly esoteric strategy. And I always like when you see a really useless unit suddenly shine, and just shine well. And I would make Tiburon a Crocodile Knight, except that... Oops, wrong button. Except that it doesn't actually help him at all in the later levels, and he stays useless. At least with the Guardsmen, I don't have to select them. I can select the cross-throwing Super Monks. Which, by the way, I'm not using again, because the Guardsmen they work just fine. Now, the question is, how do I want to handle this fight, too? These two fights are going to be a pain. I'm going to have to move Tiburon down. We're going to hit this guy. Come on, Tiburon. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Oh, right, he's got the evil axe. I already forgot! What do you know? Oh, do I have a... I'm recording for 15 minutes. I talked for 15 minutes, guys. I'm so sorry. Still, I do want to keep this to a 30-minute video. I don't want to change that. Oh, dear. Do I remember how to save state? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. So, let's go ahead and hurt this guy. And again, I save state just so that I can... just so that I can continue from the spot without, you know... Why do I save state again? God, I don't even remember. It's been way too long. The videos where I have... Are those guys on the mountain? I don't want to fight them on the mountain. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. The recording file that I have doesn't say, you know, how long ago my videos were. It just says a long time ago on the sort by date section. It's kind of sad. So I'm going to move like this just to keep the advantage. We're going to move down here. I don't mind having to attack these things on the... Now, if I'm attacking with my lord, I don't mind having to attack him from the mountain. Oh, shoot. Command. Manual. I'm glad I remembered that. For those of you who don't remember, if you're watching this as I release them, if we don't do manual command, then all of the units that haven't received orders will move themselves about willy-nilly, and it's annoying. And then I lost my train of thought. Oops. Alright. I'm moving soldiers down, right. I'm okay with my lord having to attack from there. They're pretty tough. Now, I could have gotten them into the mountains. I'm okay that they aren't. Just because it'll work out fine, I promise. If I can get them to attack from the road. There we go. Well, that would probably kill him. Let's try it. No guts, no glory. Okay. Garrett, why don't you move back here? I'll keep Garrett's forces in reserve as kind of a backup, and just in case the enemy reaches, you know, starts, because we've got ants over here. I don't want them going after Mina, and I don't mind if these slimes go after Mina, but I kind of want to clear these things out quickly so that, you know, Mina can get all the experience with those slimes and become a saint. Because that's how, you know, the system works, right? You kill a bunch of slimes and then the church beatifies you. I think that's how it's pronounced, beatification. It's one of those words that I've only ever seen written. I've never actually heard spoken. So I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced. Okay, 7 at 5. Yeah, she's at 28 defense. Her range isn't high enough. Let's get him from here just so that she can attack from the defensive position. I likes it. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, you go, girl. I'll never do that again, I promise. Then I can keep up like this. Yeah, those griffins are gonna die. It's 15 defense to their 26 attack. The only reason I have them is just to drill straight through the enemy defense and kill as much as I can and deal enough damage to the basilisk so it's not going to be turning things to stone. That's literally the only reason I have them. I feel like a monster, but, you know, at the same time, I'm fighting monsters. I gotta stare into the abyss long enough for it to turn me into a monster, and so on and so forth, Nietzsche, blah blah blah. Nietzsche. There we go. Yeah, I mean, like, if you want, you know, kamikazes, look no further than the Griffins. They are pretty fantastic at making sure that something is going to take a whole bunch of damage. Although I am going to make sure that my things don't die. I want to attack them. Yeah. I do, actually. Okay, that didn't quite work out as I intended, but... Was this level 8? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. It's level 8 to... This one's level 6, and this one is level 6. Right. What level are the ants? 5... You know, it's funny, of all the bugs, like, ants are kind of annoying and nuisance, but I don't know of anyone who's actually, like, you know, like, squicked out by ants. I know people who don't like spiders, who don't like, you know, beetles or things like that, but they see ants, they're just like, oh man, ants? You know, it's never like, ew, oh gross, ew, ants. Now people are scared of ants. My mom is actually quite allergic to the fire ants, so she, doesn't want to mess with those. And I've never been bitten by them, so I don't know if I am either. It's one of those situations, right? Alright, so I moved all those guys. I wish you had, like, Fire Emblem. Or is it Fire Emblem or Advanced Wars, where it's just a next unit, next unit. Alright. End phase. Wish I could speed this up. Alright, so it looks like these guys are heading towards Garrett, which, you know, is a pain, but whatever. Oh, wow. Those things have movement. You know what I could have done is I could have actually looked at their stats. Oh. Well, that was a disaster. It wasn't a total disaster. I mean, they did damage. So remember, I was doing a test run of this level, and just the archers were just useless. Forget, archers are against horsemen, right? It's been a while. I'm going to try not saying that too much. This should be good, though. It's so satisfying. Oh, no. Yeah, by all means. Is this the one with Warsong? I think he has Warsong. Yeah. Alright. So the goal here is to kill... Well, my dream ideal here is to kill all of the slimes with Mina's guardsmen. I think that's going to happen. I love how they wave their arms as they're going there. Yeah! We're unprofessional! Oh, this is going to be great. I don't think Mina's going to level up from this. I don't remember what the experience curves look like from killing the enemy lord or whatnot, or boss monster, whatever the term is. I lost one! Forsooth and forsaken! And yet they don't push their advantage and go after... I mean, the AI in this game can be real stupid sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I still love this game. It's satisfying to be back. It is really satisfying to be back. I lost another one. Oh, this unit just needs to pick up the slack. Oh well. I mean, so long as I'm at 7 by the time they, 7, right? Yeah. Then they'll be fine. Or if I lose them, then, you know, whatever. See, that recovered. It's gonna move and attack from an advantageous position. I mean, you know, even then, the horsemen are pretty powerful. They're expensive, so I mean, well, bye-bye. Take someone with you? Nope. He recovered. Alright, this should be going fine. I think we're in a good position now. The first... the first turn's kind of like one of those 4X games. It's just super intimidating to start, just because you're like, oh god, I can mess up so easily. Everything goes so poorly. But, you know, what's that saying? You know, don't be afraid to fail, be afraid to try, or something? I mean, don't be afraid to try either. Do or do not. What do you have to say about that? Also, is it just me, or are we fighting Rhydon? Or Rhyhorn from Pokemon? I'm not opposed. I would like a water attack, you know, super effective, but... Or grass type, I guess. But, you know, it explains why they're doing so well against the... They are rock type, right? Rhyhorn? Explain why they're doing so well against the Griffins. Because, you know, rock beats air. And paper. Alright, so this turned out way better than all of my practice runs. I basically was practicing this all today and was like, okay, I just gotta make this happen. I'm never gonna get back on the horse if I don't just make this happen. So, I'm making it happen, guys. I'm really happy that I am. This has been a fantastic start, and I'm glad to be back, and I shall be making more videos in the future. You definitely will be seeing more of this mission, and, you know, see you guys next time. Polius out.